on in, honey. Do you know how you want it done? This is some of my best work yet, I think. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, how you doing? Hey, I didn't see you at Muffy's pool party last week.
In a rush? Good. I didn't know we still had this.
Grab my shit. Weren't you supposed to pick me up hours ago?
Why do you even exist?
Let's not pussyfoot around.
You ain't worth a...
So let's clear this up before there's any.
No. I have every single message from you screenshotted, and I've been showing them. John suggested to me weeks ago to have the crew color. I mentioned it to you because John said it was a good idea. So by you sitting here saying that someone is controlling you, you're basically slapping John in the face and saying John's trying to run your life. John saw every single message that you have sent to me. I've showed him everything you said.
And it was John who suggested the crew colors.
Well, that's fine, but I still don't. That still doesn't mean I have to do it. Everyone
who wants to be in this crew.
Yes, and listen. This is what Rob asked me. He asked me if I wanted to join the crew, and I said no.
No, I showed them the messages you've been sending me.
Listen, hold on. Before you say anything else, if you joined a real gang in real life, if you didn't listen to your fucking superior,
oh, they got me.
You know what would happen to your ass?
You'd have a bullet in your fucking
ass.
So what you're saying?
You would be 6 feet under.
What you're basically saying is that no matter what, even in real life, you're not going to wear a crew color. So what you're
I have never been a part of a gang in my entire life. My family members have.
Survive. You would not survive in a gang.
If you walked up, for real, in real life, if you walked up to the crew leader of any gang and said, I'm not going to wear your colors, you're dead. Immediately, they're going to get you.
If you lived where John and Christina lives right now, or where I'm from, where me and my brother are from, you would not walk out of that town alive.
Oh, I had to run back here because I
guarantee that.
All that it comes
If
down
you
to
acted
is,
like this in that town, you would have a bullet in your ass in the quickness, man. Dead ass.
I gave you the option yesterday. I said, hey, if you want to join the crew, cool. If you don't, that's fine. If you don't join the crew, guess what? Everyone here is going to unfriend and block you. We don't want you here if you're not going to be in the crew. And guess what?
Again,
what you don't realize is I'm going to be real with you, Rome. Bro, let me be real with you. Yo, let me be real with you right now. What you don't realize is my personal friend is on your friends list, and he's been going around telling me everything you've been saying about this crew. He's on your friends list, and what you don't realize, you're never going to figure out who it is.
And
if you want to figure out who it is, you got to unfriend everybody on your friends list and keep no friends. Because you're never going to guess who it is.
And I like how you lied, too, by the way. You said you unfriended Clown.
This entire time you did not have Clown and Tap Out blocked. Because guess what? When you were on GTA, when none of us were on your friends list, you were in a private lobby with Clown, Tap Out, and one of my friends. And he told me, he sent me a screenshot of all of you standing around.
I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I was in a session with Tap Out. I was in a session with Clowns. I was in a session with Dope Man. I was in a session with Wicked God.
So when you called me fake, guess what? The only one is fake is you.
The only one fake is you, dude. You sat there and you sat there and said that you unfriended him, but really, when we were online and you were still in the crew, you were in another lobby talking smack about everybody in this crew.
For one, I had for one.
If you don't believe me, I can have my boy give you his YouTube channel, and he can release.
For one, let me clear this up very quick. Yes, I did say that. On top, yes, I did say something like that. I did talk smack because it was the day that we were having that heated exchange, and I figured I'd go back to Clown and hang out with him. And he wanted to know why. He wanted to know.
If you're gonna talk smack, how about you talk smack to
No, what I said. Listen,
This is the way it's gonna be. If you want to talk smack in another lobby, bring Tap Out, bring Clown. I'll have everyone here sit aside, and I'll kill every single one of you by myself.
And listen, this is why they wanted me. They asked me why did I leave? They asked me why did I leave you guys, and it's because I told them that I got in a heated exchange with Kelly and you guys, and I got kicked out for not following the rules.
No, you didn't get kicked out for no reason.
No, I didn't say that. I said I got kicked out because for reasons.
You threatened my family.
Exactly.
You threatened my crew member. First and foremost, this is what it comes down to. I'm not going to have a pussy little bitch run his mouth in my crew. You want to hang out with children? Go hang out with children. You're not going to be in my crew. You got balls to say this in a text. You got the balls to say it when you're not in the lobby. Come in the lobby and say it. Because I guarantee you come in this lobby, I'm going to put your pussy ass in passive mode within 3 seconds. Guaranteed. Bring your friends. Because guaranteed one of your friends that you bring is going to be my boy. And my boy's going to turn on you and kill your ass immediately.
Bingo. And once again,
go to your friends list and ask every one of your friends who's my ally. Guess what? None of them are going to tell you the truth. And I got more than one of my friends on your friends list. So if you want to figure out who's on your friends list that's a turncoat, unfriend them all except for Clown and Tap Out. Because you'll never figure it out.
Can I say something?
Go
ahead,
for it.
Christina. And once again, you disrespected my husband. It's on, motherfucker. I find you in a lobby, I'm fucking killing your ass till you fucking leave.
So, yo, you're not hurting, for real, you're not hurting my feelings by saying that someone's trying to control you. You're basically smacking John in the face, because I was in the lobby with John. Kelly was in the lobby with John. Christina was in the lobby with John. When John said, yo, Rob, and we have it on YouTube because he was streaming. So if you don't believe me, go to John's channel and look up the video.
And you want to know something?
He said, Rob, what do you think about everyone having at least one crew car in the crew? I said, John, is this something like a rule you want in place or a suggestion? And he said, it's a suggested idea. No one's telling you you have to do it. It's a suggested idea. So you're saying John is trying to control you.
And you want to know something? I don't even like the fucking color blue. And I got it.
Any crew you join on this game, you have to wear their crew color. We suggested it. Any other crew is going to make you wear it. If you don't, they come after you.
And if you were gonna do a mission with us, you would have to wear the fucking colors and drive the fucking car.
And let's be real. You don't think I know what's being said when I'm not online? Guess what? I follow John on YouTube. I watch every little word that's being said. My girlfriend follows every little word that's being said. My friends who are on your friends list watch John's channel and they hear every little word you're saying. And everything comes back to me.
And I'm telling you right now, you come in the lobby we're in, or I'm in, you're getting blown the fuck up. And you can bring Clown and Tap out too.
Dude, all you had to do was listen. I don't care if when we're not online you're not in the crew color or you're not in the crew car. It was a suggested idea that when you're in a lobby with us, you listen to what hell, you don't even have to listen to what I say right away. You have to listen to what John and Christina and Kelly said because they would be your superior officers.
And you want to know something also? Hold on, before anybody says anything else. And that little thing you said about, oh, I don't play GTA because I have tendencies to act it out.
Yeah,
that's a fucking cop-out.
That's a cop-out, man. You just don't want to play with us. Just admit it.
Okay? Because everybody knows it's a fucking video game.
Hey, Karen.
You must be one sick motherfucker.
Hold on, Kelly.
To fucking act it out. If you really think that way.
Since you're the crew owner?
You must not have no fucking brains in your fucking head.
Hold on, Kelly. Karen, you're the crew owner. You got anything to say about this situation?
Bring it on, baby girl!
Here, I'll walk into the room. Hold on.
You really got one sick.
Karen, because they can hear you.
One sick mind.
You got anything to say about a suggested crew color being on a car and someone's trying to say their mind is trying to be controlled? Oh, it's already decided. If we see him in a lobby, he's gonna die.
But I'm dead ass, dude.
I mean,
you
for
must
real,
be one sick motherfucker.
if you
must
think
be
we're
a
trying to
psychotic.
control you, here's the deal. If we're trying to control you, here's the bet. Kelly, Christina, and John will stay in Kelly's club, John's club, Christina's club. I don't give a fuck what club they go to. You come in the lobby, and I guarantee you, on foot, you're dead. I'll kill you within a second with a pistol. Come in the lobby. I'm begging you.
But I'm just saying, you must be one sick motherfucker if you act this shit out. In real life. You must be one sick motherfucker.
It's a cop-out, dude. Just come out and say that you don't want to be in a lobby. I'm not stupid. Kelly and John and everybody told me what you did yesterday.
And let me tell you.
My name pop on.
You don't believe me about that this stuff has an effect on my mind. I can bring my staff up here and they will vouch for me because I have a therapist that I go to see it about it.
I'm not doubting it.
It's a motherfucking video game.
Look, I don't doubt that
it's
it does.
common sense. It's a video game.
Look, for real, I don't doubt that it does, because there's a lot of people that have that same bit where it affects them. But it's a cop-out if you say, oh, well, I really don't play GTA because it affects my mindset. But yeah.
And here's the thing, if you listen, if you will let me speak. If you go back to those reading things, they said at this, I don't play it at this point or something. It said something like that. I'm not playing it at the moment right now.
But
I never said anything about not. I'm in the lobby right now. I'm in party chat with you talking right now. If I didn't want to come,
that's not being in the game. In the game is actually physically being in this lobby.
Well, I can be in the game with you all you want, but you guys, the fact is you guys don't want me in the crew because you made it plain and simple. I don't want to be in the crew.
I said it yesterday. Listen, this is what happened,
you and John
okay?
an invite. It says you and John got kicked.
I said it yesterday. My brother will be online.
And you
in
backed
a few
out
minutes,
as soon as Kelly said that.
5 minutes after my brother logged on, you logged off.
Yo, and for real, you want to get real? You sit here and say that you got loyal friends, right? Go to YouTube. Go to John's YouTube. Listen to what Tap Out says about you in our lobby. He's come out and said you're nothing more than a bitch and he can't stand you. That's your boy. Your boy said that. It's on YouTube. Your boy said you're a bitch.
Facts.
He
said you're a bitch and you use people for money. That's exactly what he said. It's on YouTube. Go to John's channel.
You know that sounds real funny because he sounds like a hypocrite. He sounds exactly the same way.
100%. I agree with you 100%. He's a user, and I told him to his face. He's a user. He uses people for money. It's a hypocritical thing to say, but the whole point of the story is that's your boy. That's your friend. That's your friend saying that about you behind your back, but yet he's on your friends list.
Well, I haven't
behind your back without you knowing.
Well, let me tell you something.
To your face.
Clowns was blocked at one point, but when we had that heated exchange, I unblocked him. He asked me why did I unfriend him. I told him Rob was the leader of the group at the time. He wanted me to unfriend you, so I unfriended you.
Because he's a user
yes.
bitch who reports somebody
when
he doesn't get his way.
And I figured since you guys would need time alone, I would go hang out with Clowns and then Tap Out.
In the crew yesterday. All you had to do was get in the lobby physically with us.
Let me say something. Okay?
I can't invite you to the crew if you're not in the lobby. That's how this game works.
Okay, this is what I gotta say. Okay, this ain't to nobody else. This is me. Okay,
I just locked
I have no problem with you, except
who's
your
over
smart ass mouth.
And here's the thing. Let me tell you something.
Okay?
I ain't gonna try to. I'm not
I
trying.
have nothing against you.
Let me tell you. I should have probably brought this up
when. It's easy to talk shit. It's easy. Hold on, before you say anything.
Go ahead.
It's easy to talk shit through this or a text message.
I don't even care that you talk shit, dude. You sat there and said that you wanted to be in the crew, but you couldn't get an invite.
But I guarantee you,
all you had to do was get on the game and be in the lobby with me. So
let me.
Can rules that John suggested.
Can you please?
But I guarantee you wouldn't talk that shit to my face.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on, Kelly. I gotta hear John. I can't hear John when everyone's.
I gotta. Hold on. John, I mean, Kelly, I mean,
John.
go ahead. I can't hear John either.
Right, but that's the thing about the crew. You can't get them unless you're physically in the lobby with the crew president and he invites you to the crew first. And he refuses to be in the crew, in the lobby with me. As soon as Kelly said yesterday, hey, Rob's getting out of line.
He got off 5 minutes before BJ got on.
And left, he left GTA and went to WWE. Because he knew I was getting online.
And all that music bullshit, when John wants to stream,
for real,
that shit
that's
goes
the whole
off.
thing too. Like, you want to be in a party chat with us? Cool. Stop being a bitch, and there will be no music. Because the first time there's music, you're being muted.
That looks cute, baby.
And
John had to shut his streaming off because you were playing music.
Because
but then
Johnny
you
likes
out
to
and went to
stream.
WWE and started streaming.
Because Johnny likes to stream our shit. Because he has fans that watch his YouTube channel just for his GTA.
But like, you can't get the crew colors, you can't get the crew logo or anything.
Can I speak?
You're in a lobby.
Can I speak? Can I say something real quick so we can be on all the same page? I'm not trying to make any enemies right now, but I should. I listen. I know. I know. I get that. But here's the thing. When you guys, we had this little chat where we were getting on the same page. I should have probably brought the fact up that when I was talking to Clown and Tap Out, that I should have brought that up, but it didn't cross my mind at the time. I thought we were good, but at the same time.
So when were you gonna come out and tell us that you were talking shit about everybody in this crew?
And that's another.
What I was.
You got something to say? Say it to us. Stop talking shit to other people. That's a bitch move. Stop being a pussy. Hey, you got nuts. Let them drop.
All I said to them.
That you never talk shit about us.
All I said to Tap Out and Clowns, I think it was only Clowns that I said it to, because Clowns, I haven't talked to Tap Out about it, and I don't know where he's getting his info from, probably from Clowns.
Well,
but
Clown's a little bitch too.
And so I was talking to Clowns because I unfriended him when we went our separate ways. And Clowns asked me, why did you unfriend me? It's like, because Rob asked me to, because he felt that you were being negative, as you would put it, as I'm being.
Because he is.
And so he said, well, why did you leave them? And I goes, well, because I got in an argument with Clowns. I called him fake, and the whole thing exploded. Everyone was going at each other. I was going at each other. I felt I was backed in the corner, so I just left. And so, I told him, I called him a poser and all that. And Clowns probably, Clowns is as an idiot as he is probably gonna do what he's known for, is trying to use that against me. So of course.
See, the thing is with me, okay? I got a saying, okay? I say what I say, and I mean what I say.
And yet, here's the thing. Okay. I wasn't talking behind your back. I was just telling him why I left the crew and why I got kicked out and why I had that heated argument.
Look, as we speak, I'm actually texting my boy that's on your friends list and, telling him that you said you never said it. He said, watch the next time you're in a lobby with him.
And you want to know something? Check this out. If you get mad for me calling you a bitch, or anybody, or that goes for anyone.
Well, let me tell you something.
You know what? This is what I gotta say. If you got a problem with it,
it would be more useful if you let me know this guy's name so I can actually be upfront about it. Because then I don't know who you.
I'm gonna know his name.
Look,
that ain't gonna happen.
Why would I ruin my fun like that? Why would I give you my boy's
information?
That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
It's more fun for me, for you to sit there and worry and wonder of when and where you're going to get attacked in GTA.
You know, I see this ain't going nowhere anywhere because you guys ain't compromising. You guys ain't
Dude, there's no compromise when you're talking behind our back.
Hold on, DJ, wait, let Christina talk. You're talking about compromising? You're so full of shit, it's coming out of your fucking ass. I'm done.
You don't compromise with nobody.
There is no compromise.
You disrespected my husband yet again? Like I said, let me find you in a fucking lobby. You're done, bitch. You disrespected my husband.
I mean,
nobody, and I mean nobody disrespects my husband. Come in a lobby on me, bitch. And you're done.
You said that we were controlling you. The only one you meant that towards was John, because it was John's suggestion.
And at the time, at the time when he said it, I didn't even know he made that rule. So yeah, I did say that.
Rule, it's a suggestion.
Well, at the time when he made the suggestion, I had no idea. I thought it was you.
You know, for real, do you know what that tells me about a person?
Ask questions instead of accuse people.
Here's the thing. When I have my vice president who came up with a suggestion and he comes to people and says, hey, you know, you got to have one crew color car, which is not a big deal, or you got to wear a crew color t-shirt. When you refuse, you know what that tells me about somebody? A, you're a bitch. B, you're a scumbag. C, you're not a team player. So if that's how you want to roll, take your little ass, go in the corner, cry like a little bitch, and go play with your little gay boyfriend clown. Because you're not wanted here.
Well, like I said, if this is the way things are going, I got plenty of other friends. I don't need. I
unfriended you already.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought that's how. I kind of thought that's how it's gonna go. So if you guys want to do that, I got plenty of other friends I can hang out with, more than one.
Hey, last.
City. Where?
Tell me what you're up to. Tell me everything. What? But you said... Well, I'm shocked. I'm speechless. I think you misled me and took advantage of my kindness, and I think you're gonna be sorry now. Fuck you, too.
See, I don't need this shit. I was willing to hear him out. I was willing to, listen to him. I was willing to tell him, yes, I did this. Yes, I did this. I was being upfront with them. But it makes it very difficult when someone says, "Oh, so and so is telling me telling me this behind your back." They're not giving me the name, so I can say, "Oh yeah, I did this and this," to make, to reason with them. But I had a very strong. I knew I couldn't trust Rob from the beginning. I always thought I kind of thought he was one of those guys that that was too controlling. I mean, it's his way or the highway, and I thought well, this is not going to last long because, of course, John's going to stay loyal to him because he knows him longer. I mean, if you look at it, we had no problem, me and John, until Rob came in the picture. And even then, at the beginning, we had no problem. But somewhere down the line, we had a problem with Rob and me and Kelly. And what I find ironic is Tap Out is talking behind my back, says that I'm all about the money. That is a hypocritical thing to do because I am not all about the money. I'm all about the story mode. He's got it twisted. I only play online for the story mode. Now, occasionally I get bored of the game and I'll switch characters up or I'll play a different game. But the fact that that Rob is saying that I left because he joined the party. Yes, I left because of Rob joined the party. I already knew where this thing was heading before he joined the party yesterday. I already knew it was heading south. I already knew there was no good to come from it. So what I do? Cut my losses and leave. And yeah, I probably should have told him about what I was saying with what I don't even know if I mentioned Tap Out. Mentioned it to Tap Out. I don't think I did. I mentioned the clowns. I remember. I mentioned it to my friend Reppin. I remember. Mentioned it to Dope Man. But Tap Out, he must have heard it from somewhere. One of the clowns probably, or one of his friends. He mentioned it, and the whole thing exploded. That is not what I intended to happen. Now, if you want to talk about people talking shit all the time, yeah, when I'm in a heated exchange like what I was with Kelly and them earlier on today, I may go to one of my friends and unblock them. And when they ask, why did you unfriend me? I'll tell them because someone told me to. And it's like, well, are you hanging out with them anymore? It's like, no, I got kicked because I was being negative. I wasn't following the rules. Now I can say that I wasn't following the rules. I wasn't going to wear the crew color. And on top of that, the last time I got in a heated exchange with Kelly, calling him a poser and all that, and a fake. And yes, I did. But the fact that they want to tell me that this shit don't have an effect on people, that's a bunch of BS. You know why? Because there's a lot of guys on here acting the same way as they are in the game. They're acting tough. They're acting like they're in a gang and all that. They say they have gang ties. But I just talk with my staff, Phil. And he says a lot of these guys on here claim to have gang ties, but they really don't because they're just living in a fantasy world. They belittle people. They're too controlling. what's the word he says? They think of themselves as a high and mighty person, but in real life they kind of don't have it all going for them. I don't know how I said it, but all I know is he says they're too controlling and they think they're in a gang and they think they have gang ties, but in reality they don't. I mean, that's why I say that this game has an impact on a lot of players, because they get to thinking the same way as the game. And I know that from experience because I got caught up in it. That game right here had an impact on my life. As you saw two or one day ago when I got in that heated exchange with Kelly. I called him a poser. I threatened him. Now, where do you think that kind of negativity comes from? It don't just come from out of the blue. I was always positive at a certain point, up till I played this game, until I played Grand Theft Auto. Then all that negativity, yeah, and John, Christina, and even Katie and Kelly knows that I was always a positive dude. They know that. Hell, they won't deny it. And as much as they hate me now, they probably will say, yeah, he was a positive dude at one point. He was always having fun, just loving us. But at some point, when I started playing Grand Theft Auto, you start seeing a different side of me. It's a side that wasn't there. Now, a lot of people may say that's a cop-out, but there's some truth to it. Therapists have proven that fact. Even my therapist. And that is the reason why she was against me getting this game. Because she knew how I would act, how it would affect my mindset, my mind state, my way of thinking, the way I acted. And they want to tell me that it's a cop-out? You know, here's the thing. I think I know who told on me. Because I only told a few guys, and I remember the names. Dope Man, Killer, Wicked God, known as Reppin', and I guess you can add Tap Out to that list because he's probably a suspect now, and Clowns. Because the 4 people I only opened my mouth to when I was angry, and I told them that. And you know what? Those 4 people are now getting blocked. Because I don't have time for people who wants to, you know, how can I say this? Wants to try to lead me on and try to make me look as the bad guy. And half the shit, I don't even know if they're... And these guys that I'm naming off, I don't even know if they're telling the truth. I don't even know if they're explaining exactly the same way I explained it. I think they're just kind of telling Rob shit, shit from their ass, without telling them exactly how I was explaining it to them, and why I was how I explained it to them. Oh yes, I did. I got kicked because I was calling Kelly a poser. I was got in a heated exchange with Rob and Christina, and you know I wasn't following the rules. And now I can add that thing I wasn't following the rules because I wasn't putting the crew logo on. But I think they tell more about the stories saying I'm talking about their back instead of telling them that I was explaining the reason why I was in an argument with them, why I got kicked out of the crew, why I was angry at them. They don't tell that. They just tell them, oh, he's talking behind your back. I have to hear it from Christina. I have to hear it from Burst. I have to hear it from Kelly. And you know what? When people like do that, yes, I was. But I was explaining it in a way where they would try, where they at least understand why I got kicked, why I was talking to them, why I was in a heated exchange. And now, Burst, Christina, Rob, Kelly are all pissed off because someone was freaking telling them behind my back, saying that I was doing so and so. But when I asked Rob, can you tell me so I can so we can clear up the air? Maybe we can. And you know what? He didn't want to tell me. So that tells me that Rob, he much rather, he's the kind of guy that will try to stir stuff. I mean, he's trying to. Burst, I can't see doing that. He's a nice guy. Christina, she may hear something and flip out on something because someone's talking about her man. Reasonably so, I understand. Because if I had a wife and someone talked about her, I would flip out as well. But at the same time, I don't have the full fucking info on who's saying what besides the people I know who I was talking to. So I'm going to get the questioning. Tap Out, Clowns, Dope Man, and Reppin'. And I know their ID. I'm going to question them. Because those are the only 4 people I remember talking to about this when I was angry. And I tell them why I left and why I got kicked. I didn't leave, I got kicked. But reasonably so, I'm going to talk to him. He's like, are you talking behind my back? Because if you are, I need to know now. Because it's either you tell me the truth or your ass is getting blocked. You take it or leave it. I got more friends I can hang out with. I don't need this shit. It's the same thing the my Papa Daryl used in the Army. You give a person a choice. Death or pardon. I don't know what he said. I don't know how he said, but it was different. Either give him a choice to, I can't remember what it was, but in this choice, I'm going to give Reppin', Tap Out, Clowns, and Dope Man a choice. You either tell me what you said about what we talked about that night and how you went about saying it, or I can just unfriend you and block you right now. That's what I'll say to him. Because now I got John, Christina, and Kelly, and Rob all fucking fired up and mad at me because someone's saying shit behind my back. And Rob's no help because he's not going to let me know who it is so I can actually explain, yes, I did this, yes, I did this. And so they're just, right now, they're heated. Everyone's, they're confused. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can without getting confused. I got people pointing fingers at me, not giving me a chance to breathe or tell you what I did and explain myself. And it doesn't help when you got people pointing fingers at you and trying to make you out to look like the bad guy, or trying to turn your friends against you and all that, and without at least hearing them out and say, oh yes, I did do this, I did do that. And if your friend is Tap Out, Clowns, Reppin', known as Wicked God something, and Dope Man, yes, I was talking to him about it. And I was telling him the reason why I left, and the reason why I got kicked out, and the reason why I had a heated exchange with Kelly, and why I called him a poser and all that, and fake, and all that stuff. Now, if it would have went down that road, I'm pretty sure we would have probably had a cooler conversation. But the problem is Rob and Christina was so heated because they thought that I was trying to bury John's name. That is far from the truth. John has been good to me since day one. I have been good to him since day one. I have never really had a problem with these guys up until now, until I started playing Grand Theft Auto. And even then, I still had a little problem back in the day because I did not like the game. I liked it, but the problem was I saw how it was affecting me. Now, did me and John have a problem when we were playing wrestling? No. Did me and John have a problem when we were playing any other game? No. We have never had a problem until we started playing Grand Theft Auto. If you think I'm wrong, John, tell me. I will tell you that is a fattest lie I can explain. We have never had a problem until we started playing Grand Theft Auto Online. And have me and Kelly had a problem? Yes, we've had a problem before. We got in that argument about Roman Reigns and John Cena. Yeah. But that's behind me. That was just... When I got kicked from the crew, it was a relief. Because I needed a break. I needed a break from all the shit. I needed a kind of time to clear my head. And when they gave me the chance to redeem myself and tell them, I should have probably told them what I said. I was thinking about it at the time when I first got in there. It crossed my mind, but I never actually thought about telling them because I didn't think nothing of it at the time. Didn't think it was a big deal. Well, now it's a big deal because they hear I'm talking me on the back. I should have probably told them it, and now it's a big deal. And here's the thing, my heart was saying, you should probably tell them about what you said to clowns, repping, dope, and Tap Out. And well, now that Tap Out's on the list because that's what they say. I said something to Tap Out, so I can include him on that list. But I should have probably told him, but I didn't, and that's my mistake. Yes, that's my mistake. But here's the thing, what I find ironic. Ever since me and John's been friends online, we haven't had a problem until we played Grand Theft Auto. We've been the best of friends. But when Rob came in the picture, it's like one little thing, actually 2 or 3 little things go wrong. Rob all of a sudden has the power to just tell John to unfriend me because he's known John longer than that and longer than me. Now, Christina, I can see you doing that. I can see you following Rob's orders and believing the hype. Kelly, I can see because I went off on him, so that makes no. That's a question I can see. John, I didn't actually see you doing that. I did not see that. If anything, John, I thought you would be the one to stand out of the bunch and try to, notice how we've been in real life. Not in real life, but on the game. Know how we have never had a problem up until this point. You would think that even though I made a few mistakes, probably 3 or 4 mistakes, that I deserve at least the benefit of the doubt of, yeah, I made 4 or 5 or 3 mistakes. I should have probably told you guys when I was talking on your back when I was being redeemed and you guys wanted to ask me if I wanted to join the crew again. But I didn't. That's my mistake, and now it's a big problem and a big issue. But here's the thing, another thing I find ironic. All because someone doesn't want to join your crew, and all because they don't want to wear your crew logo, when at the beginning you said, I repeat, Rob, I remember it in my brain. You said, "Oh no, well, this crew, we don't need, we don't. I don't force people to wear clothes. You're free to wear what you want, right?" This is what he said at the beginning. And now, John, my friend, he mentioned something about bringing, and we should get a card or something like that, crew logo or something. I must have not heard it. I thought when Rob brought that up to me when I was rejoining the crew, that he mentioned that. I was gonna say, he asked me the next day, "Do I want to join the crew?" I said no. I said no. I knew when he came in the party there was going to be a problem. I left, for reasonably so. And so he contacts me today. He says, "I thought you don't play GTA." And I was like, I said at the moment, not right now. I said, I never said anything about not getting back on the game or ever playing the game again. I just said not right now at the point, if I remember. Not at the moment, not at this point, I believe. But it's funny because he's trying to, I feel, to me, it feels like Rob is trying to, he doesn't like me, or he feels that I've done something wrong, which reasonably so I have, to Kelly, his brother, his younger brother, and I understand that. And he feels that, I don't know what he feels, because I can't speak for him, but all I know is it feels like he's willing to drive a wedge between me and John and Christina. I already drove the wedge between me and Kelly, so that's not in the picture at this point. I did that myself. But right now it feels like, because I'm made mistakes, it feels like Rob is trying to drive a wedge between me and Christina and John. Because notice how when me and John were by ourselves and we didn't have Rob in the picture, we didn't have any of these problems. Notice how until we start playing, well, I'm not going to say that because that's not the case. I'm just saying, notice how when we and John were playing in different games, we had no problems on DC Universe. We had no problems on WWE. What else did we play? We had no problems on WWE 2K20, 19, DC Universe was. And here's the thing. When we get on Grand Theft Auto, there's a lot of problems. And I guarantee you, if I asked John that, he would say, yeah, we had no problems. And I guarantee you, the first person who would probably try to make a big deal about it would be Rob. So I cut my losses. You know what? As close as I am to those guys, they feel the way they feel, I feel the way I feel. If they want to feel that way, by all means, let them. Because you know what? Karma's a bitch. You want to talk about karma? Wait, give it a few years or something. Rob will slip up. He'll make an ass out of himself. And they will see him for who he is. No one's perfect. Neither am I. But here's the thing. I cut my losses because I am close to those people, but I will be damned to be made out as the bad guy without explaining myself or explaining what went down and what happened that night when I talked to clowns, repping, dope man, and Tap Out, according because Tap Out's now on the list, so I guess I gotta add him. But I will not tolerate any disrespect or me being made out as a bad guy if I can't explain myself to the people and be upfront about it. Now, I probably should have been upfront about it from the beginning when I got back in the crew. Told them I was talking about it, but I didn't. Didn't cross my mind. But now it's a big deal, and everyone's fired up. But at the same time, I say if you want to feel the way you want to feel, by all means leave. I ain't gonna chase after you. Because because the way I look at it is, I'll lose some friends, but I'll gain some friends in return. That's the way I look at it. See, Rob may have loyal friends to him, but I'll also come across some loyal friends too. But here's the difference about me and Rob. While Rob has loyal friends, I could care less about loyal friends. Friends come and go. If you want to leave, leave. I ain't gonna force you to stay. If you want to leave, go right ahead. There's the door. I ain't gonna keep you around. I ain't gonna force you to stay if you don't want to stay. That's your choice. But no, I will remember you. Well, I ain't gonna say I can't remember them all the time because I couldn't remember the fact that John brought up that I mentioned the car thing, the car logo, and the car crew thing. So that's not true. I won't remember you, but I'll just block you. And if you're on my block list, there's usually a reason why I blocked you. If you're on the block list, that usually means I blocked you for a certain reason. I just can't remember what. But yeah, you know what? That's what I'm saying. That's why I had no problem leaving that party, because everyone thought I was the devil. He thought that I was the devil's keeper, or whatever you call it, the bad guy. So I was like, oh, you want to claim me as the bad guy? How about I play the role as the bad guy? You want to claim me as to be a bad guy? I'll play the role as a bad guy then. But John knows I'm not a bad guy. We played a lot of games together. Have never really had a problem until we got on Grand Theft Auto. And if you think that's a lie, you can go back to my broadcast and and check out my broadcast of every game we had with me and John. Hell, even Deadpool will tell you me and John haven't really had a problem. Neither is Christina. But notice. Here's the thing about that. So I can clear this up. Notice when Rob answered and said, keyword said, that I was saying that how do you say it? He said that John's trying to have control over me. Keyword. Rob said that. I said nothing about it. All I said is that I remember texting Rob and saying that all I remember is you saying that if I join the crew again, that I have to get the car and crew logo. Never. I said I don't remember John saying that. And then, but he wanted. But here's the thing. Here's what I find ironic. Really, he texts me back, and he says that John says it. Yeah, I found out in the party when I got in there that John did it. I had no idea at the time. But notice how when he's trying. Notice how when in my corrections, in my spelling, when I'm correcting him, because I won't let him try to get me caught up. that he brings up John every time. It's like he's trying to drive a wedge between me and John, because he knows how close John is with me. It's like that, you know, when he tries to ask me something and I correct him about it, and I don't let him get me caught up in any shit, that he tries to bring up John and try to make it out as that he tries to make it look as he tries to turn it on John and make people think that I'm talking about John. That is not the case. That didn't come out of my mouth. That came out of Rob's mouth. So for Christina to just jump the gun and claim that I'm talking about John, nor did I even mention that I was talking about John in the text, makes me question, did he actually send those pictures to him? Or were they what are they called, trolls? Words that he written. But here's the thing. I don't mind it because I know John and he knows me. And at the same time, John knows me and knows how good I am and how I'm a good guy. But I don't like the fact that when he's trying to correct me and I cut him off and correct him and don't get caught up in this shit, that Rob tries to bring up John's name and try to have me say, he, like, for example, he's like, so this part where he goes, he goes, it was John's idea. So you tell me John's trying to have control over you? And then he has a thing, he says, have a brain. And I go, okay, so that's the key word. That's an example. And notice how I didn't answer to that because I wasn't getting caught up in it. All I say is, like, the only thing I remember is that you told me, mentioned when if I were to get in the crew again, I would have to get a crew logo on my car and my shirt. And I told him, I never been good with authority, so I would have to decline because I don't even let my own flesh and blood have that much control over me. But here's the thing. After I said that, I noticed how when he said that John thing, when John came up with the idea, he tried to make it out to say that I was talking about John. He thought I wasn't gonna catch him trying to stir some shit up. And I'm the one that needs to grow up. I think he needs to take a look in the mirror. Because right now, it doesn't look quick. It doesn't look good, man. He looks like he's trying to drive a wedge between me and John and Christina. Now, if Christina assumes that I'm trying to talk about her husband, that's far from the truth. If anything, I respect John and Christina both. And the fact that Christina thinks that I would disrespect their husband without giving me the benefit of the doubt out of all the 2 years that we've known each other, me and John and Christina, how nice I've been to them, and all of a sudden Kelly's brother Rob comes in the picture, and me and Kelly have a little squabble, and I say a few harmful words, and now I'm made out to be as the bad guy, and it feels like Rob is now trying to, because I got in a big heated exchange with Kelly and called him a poser and a fake. And then I mentioned it to clowns, repping, dopey, and tap out. And I don't even know if I mentioned it tap out or not. But frankly, tap out's on the list of people I mentioned it to. So here's the thing. I mentioned to him. Yes, I did. I would have told you that, but I didn't. It didn't cross my mind. I didn't think it was a big deal. But now it's a big deal. You know, I think Rob is more of those guys that when you slip up and you make one mistake, he's going to try to turn everyone against you because you already made out to be the bad guy. So no one at that point trusts you. So he's going to capitalize on that, and he's going to try to turn everyone against you. Now, I don't know that to be a fact about Rob, but that's what I'm getting out of him. That's what I'm feeling from him. I make a couple mistakes, probably 3 or 4 mistakes. And it feels like Rob is trying to capitalize on that because no one trusts me at this point. I'm out to be the bad guy now. So I guess I'm the bad guy. If you want to follow Rob and, you know, kind of believe the hype that you do without hearing me out, then what can I do? I can't do nothing to you, man. All I can say is speak my mind. That's all. That's all. Now, Christina, no harm was done. Obviously, there was harm done. If I talked about your husband, I'm sorry. I am truly sorry. If you feel a way about me, fine. You have that right. But after all the years that you and me, your husband and me, known each other, we haven't had a problem until we got on Grand Theft Auto. And until I had that heated exchange with Kelly. But now I'm made out to be the bad guy. And Rob is probably the guy that would capitalize on that and try to turn you guys against me and use it to his advantage because none of you trust me at this point. But that's fine. You guys wanna believe the hype and all that, that's fine. Because, you know, karma's a bitch. Karma will get you guys. Watch. You guys will slip up sometime and you'll be in the same shoes as I am. You guys will slip, Rob will slip, all y'all slip, and then you'll know how it feels. To know how everyone's breathing down your neck, not giving you the chance to breathe, not giving you a chance to explain yourself. Everyone thinks, you'll be like, you can't be, you'll look at it like I am. Like everyone's out to get you. Like they don't trust you. All because you make a few mistakes. And all because you don't want all because you choose not to follow the rules and have your right to not follow the rules. And now it feels like, you know, Rob wants to have the power to unfriend me because I don't want to join the party. All because I don't want to join the crew. I saw this coming a mile away. When I heard that Rob was getting on yesterday, yeah, I saw this coming. I predicted this shit. I knew this shit was gonna happen. Why do you think I left? Because I saw it coming. I saw it coming. See, you guys, every time you guys take one step further, I've already taken 2. So, but figure that out, genius.